Welcome to Canutillo Convos this week. I am Christina Rodriguez, and I'll be filling in for Gustavo Reveles for a little while. So you'll have C-Rod here taking the mic for a few weeks. And today we're really excited because it's our 3-year anniversary of our award-winning podcast with Pedro.
Is it 3?
It's been 3.
I know, some of my buddies haven't even been married 3 years.
That's true. Our
let me
podcast
clarify.
survives.
This is starting the 3rd year.
3rd year.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
3rd year. Why? You already gave yourself a nickname, C-Rod.
I sure did. That's my radio personality,
That's
so I'm sticking to it. But yes, it's been 3 years. I remember when we did our very first episode.
What was our first one? What did we talk about?
We just talked about this new thing that we were doing, introducing it, what we're going to be talking about, how often we have it.
What's your radio name?
I don't know. Double L.
Double L?
Yes.
Laulu.
Yeah.
Laulu in the house.
Laulu.
Laulu. But yeah, it started off as just a wild idea. Let's try something different, and here we are 3 years later. And award-winning podcast, I might add. And I think it's great for the community to really get insight into what's happening within the district and throughout the district, and really get that input from our different guest speakers that we have and from our fearless leader.
Yeah, there it goes, fearless.
I had to throw that in there. Nod
Fearless.
to Gustavo. But today we have...
Let's give a shout out to Gustavus.
Yes, we are definitely wishing him the best, waiting for him to return, and can't wait to see him again. But we're going to let him take some time off and get some relaxation.
Yeah.
Relaxation,
Come
whatever
on,
that is.
C-Rod.
Rest and relaxation. There it is. I knew there was another R in there.
R&R.
But yes, so Gustavo, we miss you. Can't wait to have you back. But please don't think about us and think only of yourself. But
But listen to us.
But listen to our podcast, yes, and give us thumbs up in the comments. So today we have our curriculum and instruction team with us, and we are going to be talking about Convocation. It's that time of year where we're getting excited to kick off another exciting school year.
Go ahead and introduce our guest, and then I have a question.
So let's go around the table. Let's introduce ourselves. Let's go around.
Ruby Palacios.
I'm Rich Moore.
And Sean Leggett here.
Yeah, and they are?
They're our curriculum and instruction team.
C&I gurus, experts.
Mm-hmm. And your one-stop shop to Convocation.
What does Convocation mean? You're an English guy. What does Convocation mean?
Just a time to bring people together.
Is that what
come
Convocation
together
means?
And to learn together.
Come together and learn together. What else? I mean, is that the formal definition if I look at dictionary.com?
I think that'll be pretty close. Bring our voices together might be a little bit close.
Bring our voice.
That's our chat GPT definition.
I am not an AI.
Yeah.
Give him a moment to get chat.
Rich, you're a history guy.
I'm not
right?
an AI.
I am
You do the history, the...
social studies and all things advanced academics.
So what's the history of Convocation? Like, why do we do it?
I think it's a celebration, a time to bring everyone together and celebrate a new beginning and a new chapter. And that's how I look at the Convocation leading into Grit. We're celebrating the new school year, and we want to start it off right, and with that kind of theme of coming together as a team.
So Ruby, when you think of Convocation, you think you're bringing all these teachers, and a lot of I've been hearing it's such a short summer,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
right? Summer's been so short. I don't have time. Where did it all go?
Yeah.
How do you ensure to wow the staff coming back on Monday?
I guess it's just important, right, to bring everyone together and just give them that time and that opportunity to know what our vision and our mission is for the year ahead. I think a lot of times over the summer, we say we want to relax and unwind and not think about work. But in the back of our minds as educators, right, we're constantly thinking about what our school year is bringing ahead. So I think the Convocation kind of brings us all together. And it's nice because it doesn't only bring our teachers, it brings all of our staff, all of CISD in under one roof, united as one, hearing what our year has to hold.
And so, as a teacher just recently out of the classroom, really all you're thinking about is, I want to be in my classroom. I have so much to do. I want to set up. I need to do this. Why am I here? And so keeping that in mind as we've started to really build out the Convocation and grit, we've been really diligently trying to build something that's going to be high energy and worth the teacher's time.
Very
And the staff. We're taking their time away. Well, let's make it matter. And they need to take away having a little bit of fun, learning a little bit, and really getting geared up to be in that classroom and not feel like we've wasted their time.
They're mixing business and pleasure.
So I know this year we're connecting it with the Olympics.
Right?
Mhm.
Yes,
Right?
yeah, we're excited about that.
Why are we doing the Olympics? Anyone can pop.
Well, I mean, they're starting at roughly the same time. Here we are about a week away from the Olympics truly beginning, and about the same timeline for our school district. So it just makes sense to tie ourselves to one of the greatest celebrations, global celebrations. And so we wanted to get a piece of that energy here in our district as well.
Yeah, and the whole concept of the Olympics is bringing a team together, having similar goals and objectives, and setting that and really reaching for that gold. And especially with what we've gone through in the past year, really the district has really had to come together, and we wanted to celebrate that a little bit as well.
And definitely bringing the best of the best from all over under one roof. And I think that's what we kind of highlight here in CISD, is bringing the best of different, right? Like our educators, our transportation, our food services, just bringing all the best together.
Yeah, and I've been researching, trying to think of my speech for Monday and the parallel between an Olympic athlete and us and what we do, the mission, the dedication, perseverance, you know, the successes, the mindset, if you will, and then, you know, the motivation of why do we do what we do. So just really, because it allowed me to start thinking, and I love things, you know, I love to think. So I'm looking really forward to that Monday.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great parallel because athletes are not just a straight line up to the Olympics, from wherever they began to the Olympics. There's a lot of
For the record, I'm not an Olympic athlete. You keep looking at me like I know about shot put, or I know about running track, or
Weren't you in synchronized swimming back
synchronized
in
I might have recognized you.
Hey, when you see,
I am not an Olympic athlete. For the
I
record.
appreciate that, sir. But when you got the eye of the tiger, hey, I'm gonna believe it. You know, I see it.
Go ahead.
But definitely, that trajectory is not a straight line up, and that's the same with us as teachers and our students. We go through a daily struggle. We have to wake up each day and put that effort in to reach that high and lofty goal. We are very much in line with the work of an athlete, working over the span of 4 years. We work over the span of 12. We have to tie them all together to help our students reach the success that we hope and dream for them.
I like that. That's good.
I like it too.
Well, I guess you know who will be writing your speech for That was quoted by Sean Leggett, CNI, Curriculum and Instruction.
I don't know what, Ruby, you own a gym, you and your husband, called Troop, and you guys see those sweat, and especially during There's no AC in your gym probably.
and again, right, it's that, I think, mindset and the idea of, we talk about New Year's resolutions and getting started in the beginning, but how do you keep it going throughout the year? And I think for a lot of us, this grit, this convocation is coming with that New Year's resolution, but how are we going to sustain it? How are we going to ensure that we're getting to the gym every day, even on our toughest days, our hardest days, and what we're doing to continuously get us there?
And Mr. Moore, you're a coach.
That's right.
So you coach athletes. How do you coach students? How do you coach other teachers? How do you, as you know, these all these athletes have coaches. They have support systems.
Absolutely. Support systems. It's not an individual effort. Yes, you're in your classroom and sometimes it feels like you're all alone in your own little kingdom. But you got to make those connections. You got to let the students feel valued, the teachers feel valued, the staff feel valued, and build that sense of community together, and set those objectives and those goals that you want for that day, for that week, for that month, that year, and be clear with that, and get everyone on board, and then you can achieve that. And that's how I see it. Really is like a team effort. For any academics can be just like the sports.
So what should we expect on Monday?
Yes. What do you have in store for us?
So I don't want to give away too much unless you want me to, but we do have a setup. We're planning some high energy stuff. We're going to have our athletes from our different campuses. We're going to have a few events that they're going to go through. They're going to all vie for the coveted Spirit Stick.
Woo!
So that's always something, a good competition. We have a couple of really good speakers coming in, high energy guys, and some other special guests that they're bringing along with them.
Really? Like what would be a special guest? Like what?
Well, there's a little collab going on. There's a really good little surprise, a collab from our guest speaker to our students here in CISD, and how they're achieving that next level and working together to get there.
What's a collab?
They're working together.
Collaboration.
Yeah, you know what? Collaboration.
I'm 57 years old. I don't know collab. I'm like,
collab.
My 7-year-old taught me that this week. Shout outs to Ava.
Collab. I'm like, what's a collab? You can't write that down, right? In a writing, I collaborated.
We got to be creative in what we do. So.
Is that academic language?
Every year the dictionary adds new words and new variations, so it may very well be there, just like that.
It's in there.
So I stamp it as official.
You stamp it. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Official Highness.
But yeah, just excited to see the talent. I think, during Grit, we have a lot of our educators stepping up, ready to present, ready to show what they do every day in their classrooms. And I was excited to see when we had that call for presenters, how many of our very own really stepped up to the plate.
Yeah, that's powerful. I mean, our teachers have been asking for just that, an opportunity to learn from the best that Canutillo ISD has to offer. They wanted authentic. And so we did a lot of work to do just that. I believe we have over 70 presenters.
We have about 70 presenters overall over the 3 days.
And the vast majority of those are teachers, principals, ICs, all walks of life here in Canutillo ISD, bringing their expertise to share with their fellow teachers.
No, I like that because, this is when you find that talent. And you don't have to go to Austin or California or to go and have someone who wrote a book. Right. And they come in and here, buy my books. And this is how you do collab. That's probably the next book. That's probably the next book. I'm going to write a book called Collab.
It's part of your vocab.
And that's when it becomes authentic because this is what the teachers wanted. And then you find the experts in your field. So it's at the Coliseum? Right.
So Monday morning, we're going to start off at the Coliseum.
Bright and early.
We are going to feed them a little bit, because you always feed them, they'll come. So we have some breakfast burritos and for them. We're also offering bus transportation if they don't want to drive down to the Coliseum. And so we are offering that as well. And then the afternoon session, we'll shift back to the high school, Canutillo High School. And then the rest of the Tuesday is various locations, and Wednesday is kind of the big day. I call it kind of a chiclet chart, because we have 40 different topics being presented throughout the day. Most presenters are presenting multiple times, 2 to 3 times. And we have about 25 simultaneous sessions going on at the same time. Wow. So what we wanted is a breadth and depth. We wanted teachers to have a choice. Not feel like, well, it's the only thing left, so that's what I'll sign up for. We wanted them to have multiple choices for every hour and find things that they're truly interested in.
And they can own their learning.
That's right.
Own their
They own
beauty.
it. They don't feel like it's forced upon them.
Right.
And those sessions, the 12 top things that came out of the professional development survey we sent out, we found and built presentations for.
Are we going to talk about the presidential election?
Do we want to go there? That's been crazy. I don't know.
That's been crazy.
Touch that.
Nail biter.
Wildness.
I want to say some stuff for
I just think if we were in the business of writing a novella, maybe we'd talk
This is
about
it,
the election and the presidential race this year.
I'm down. I'm just kidding.
It seems like a novella.
Everyone likes a little cheeseman.
Yeah.
It's just
I like some
crazy.
cheese.
You kind of wonder how other countries are looking at us,
That's what I think.
right?
From the optics is, I have friends all
Really?
over the world from my military days, and they reach out asking questions like, "What's going on?"
Or just
Are
really?
you okay?
Question mark, question mark.
Really just happened. Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe that's what these kids that are coming to us and getting that next generation ready to go, to be able to, I don't know, not sustain, but create a new America, better America. I don't know.
This year
Country's
is
just
like
like the
no other.
Olympics.
Countries
It's
just
not
like
a-
the
it's not a
Olympics,
straight
right?
line.
Not straight line.
You're right.
I love how you tied that back in.
Yep, right.
It's anyone's
We were
game.
going too far off the deep end there, and he's just
It's not a
reeling us
straight
back
line.
in.
It's not a straight line, except for what's that? When the straight line in math,
Linear.
linear. But
Equation.
when you do the thing and the slope.
The
slope.
MX plus
MX
MX
plus
There you
squared
go.
equals C squared.
MX plus B, the slope of a line.
Mhm.
So that maybe that's what America's about right now. But again, gonna end it.
Yeah, so our countdown to the first day of school is officially on. So August 5th, our students are back in the classroom. So if you haven't enrolled, please do so now. And there are a few spots available for freshman and sophomore at Northwest Early College. So if you're looking into that, there's room.
That's it.
So that wraps our 3rd year anniversary edition
Third year.
of Podcast
You didn't
with
even
Pedro.
bring me flowers or like a cake.
And chocolates and
Or, sugar-free chocolate.
oh, we're
Low
past
carb,
that.
sugar-free.
I would have done that year 1, but I don't know about 3.
3,
I
see?
don't know about year 3.
That's why I don't get married, man. She tells you something today. Oh, I love you. Yeah, you can go to Vegas. You can hang out with your friends.
But 3 years
In
from now,
3
it's a
years and
different
27
story.
years from now, you gotta ask to go to Vegas.
And the answer is no.
The answer is
Oh, big
Don't
no.
even know why you're asking.
all right, enjoy. We love you, Canutillo. Take care. And again, August 5th, Convocation Monday. Let's go. Let's
Yeah.
get ready.
We'll see you next time.
Ooh.
Bye.
Bye.